Welcome into another Steve Henry show. Today, if you haven't noticed, the weather is warm and it's raining. Only in the state of New Mexico, I believe that's possible. Although it could be everywhere, who knows. It is raining here in New Mexico. It's about 95 degrees. I can't believe it. When I moved here from, California, you don't get this kind of weather where, it's beautiful at 10 o'clock, beautiful at 12 o'clock. All of a sudden the clouds start rolling in, the wind comes, and it's raining at by 2 o'clock. Patio furniture's blowing down. It's crazy. This they call it the monsoon. What do I got in my hand? I got some corn. Summertime is a wonderful time of year. It is the month of July is the hottest month there is, contrary to January, the wintertime month. But the record was set by a place in Death Valley in 1910. It was 134 degrees. That's the hottest the United States has ever been. Did you know that? 134 degrees. Oh, but it's going to get a lot hotter in here. You know that. And we got the fire going, baby. What are we doing? Well, we're roasting corn. We are going to make a corn chowder, loved ones. And a corn chowder starts off with nothing but the finest white and yellow corn from the little township called Moriarty. It's only available for 3 weeks. It's some of the best corn in the world. Speaking of the world, there's a restaurant. Anyways, that's what we're doing. We're roasting the corn. There's a restaurant in Napa Valley called the Great Chef Thomas Keller started this restaurant. It's a French restaurant. The French Laundry it's called. It's in Yountville, California, and they serve 2 servings a night. They're both $3.50 a serving, and it's literally an ordeal, an experience, if you will. It's about a 6-hour gig. You pay $3.50, you walk in, you have 2 choices, the chef's menu today or the season. And that's kind of where this idea came from, the season. So this being summer, we are only doing maybe a 2-part series here. This is a cooking show, by the way, if you're new. Hello, everybody. I am Steve Henry, and if you are new to the show, we do give away a lot of stuff. We're going to give away a lot of money today. Let's just go ahead and say it, money, $100 bills, 50 at the end. We got spins going, we got jackpots going, we've got questions going. If you opened up your email Wednesday, made a comment, and you opened up your Saturday email, you are sitting down here in a spinner right at my feet. I'm going to spin for some money on that. Did you hear that right? Yes. If you opened your Wednesday email, we have ways of knowing too, by the way. We also have ways of finding out if you opened up your Saturday email and when you did it. So by contrasting the two, and you made a comment on Wednesday, that puts you into a special spin. Yeah, we do some different things around here. Every week we change it up a little bit, but that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna give away some $100 bills based on that context. So again, if you emailed and got it on Wednesday, you opened it and you commented and you opened today's email, which was not very good, I'm told, you went into the spin. So we're gonna spin that way for some money. But the roasted corn in the restaurant, where was I going? The French Laundry, you sit down, you have a 6, 7, 8 meal course, okay, through that process for the $350. That's what you're going to get today. You're going to get the corn chowder that Chef Thomas Keller would have made. Now, corn chowder, okay, what is that all about? That's kind of blah. Well, that's what we do. We take a blah type of entree and we glorify it by preparing it and presenting it to you. This corn chowder today comes, again, from the finest corn that you can ever find. And we're going to make it right here in front of you. It's going to be a quick one. In 10 minutes, we can put together a corn chowder. But the secret to the corn chowder is the kernel of corn. Now, a lot of people will just go ahead and cut this corn off the husk or the ear, and when you do that, you open up the actual shell of the corn and you release the corn, the sugar, starch granules, and the sweetness all goes running out, and what you're left with is kind of a piece of corn. Well, what we do here at the French Laundry is we roast this bad boy, and then we don't break the kernel. Okay, it's very important to keep that kernel intact. Kernel intact, okay? Once that kernel is broken, it's ruined. You might as well just throw it out because it's ruined. Because what you want to do, you want to keep that corn intact in that kernel, okay? And then you'll put it into some chicken stock. We are carnivores here, or most of us are. Vegan, you could do a vegetable stock. We're going to use a chicken stock that we have prepared here. And that chicken stock is going to house the corn of ear that has been roasted. As that roasts and simmers for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, it is removed, and each kernel is literally plucked with a pair of tweezers off of that ear of corn. Again, keeping that kernel intact. Now why? Why go through all this nonsense? Well, if you're going to sit down and spend $350 for a meal, you're going to get something you probably, one, have never tasted before, and two, it's going to be the best thing you did ever taste, okay? That's the a luxury or experience one would have when they go to a restaurant such as the French Laundry. Yeah, I've been there. And so the governor knew somebody got caught without a mask on. Remember that fiasco about a year ago? They made a big deal out of it. Well, That's the restaurant. It is for people who want to experience food in a way you've never experienced before. We're going to have the soup that you would have there prepared today, and you can prepare it with anybody and for everybody. All right, as you know, we also go for that wow effect, and today we are not cheating you in any way. We have prepared some summertime, shall we say, bugs, insects, or mice. The little mice from the radishes are pretty cool. We've got the dragonflies. We've got, the mice are trying to find the cheese. I've got the cheese hidden. We're going to have a little contest on that in a little bit. We've got another rodent down there taking a pair of peach, a bite out of peach, I should say. So there's a lot of bugs going on here. But when you present this, loved ones, by the way, this is your show. When you present this, basically 2 watermelons fused together, centered by what's going to go all in this? Well, you'll find out. That's why we have this show. We have the fresh fruit. With gloves on, it's very hard with a handle. But we have the fresh fruit compote. That is your honeydew stuffing there. And you cannot get through summer without vegetables. The squash, okay, I can get squash in November at Albertson, Steve. Well, you can, but it's not like the squash you can get from the Silicon Valley or the Simi Valley or the Dutchess Valley of California this time of year. Why? Well, that butternut squash or that yellow crookneck squash, this is where this is housed, by the way. We'll just top this off. Excuse us, the dragonflies are on top of that. That looks, yeah, kind of like something maybe the dog did, but that actually, that's kind of sad, Steve. Ridiculous. But anyways, that is a vegetable that has been marinated in a compote of balsamic vinegar, garlic, olive oil, and pesto. So it's marinated almost overnight, taken, shaken, and placed on a grill like you would a steak. Now, grilled vegetables, delightful. You could serve those with anything, but the flavor that comes off that, and that too is stuffed in a squash that you'd only find really a good one in the summertime. All housed in a watermelon. What's in the middle one? We're saving that for last. That is our secret. What is in there? Well, that's to be told and be shown. First of all, I promise you some money. Let's get a spin underway. The spin is, again, for those that actually participated in the Wednesday opening of the email and the Saturday opening of the email. Yeah, we have ways of knowing. And they made a comment. We love that. I just love to hear from you. I'm going to pull out a couple here. These are just a couple. How much is this? Well, your checks will go out. Actually, I'm going to pull out one. Wow, Stephanie Edmonds, you did what you were supposed to do, and you got that one right. That's going to be your first one. Let's grab a couple more in here. That's what we do. We'd like to give it away. And these are names, by the way, we'll all go back into the spin at the very end of the show. By getting into that spin, all you've got to do is say, Steve, I'm here. And by about 4:20, we put a spin together. We close that door and we spin for some money. Why do we do this? Well, I understand it's very difficult out there. Nobody knows it probably more than I do. Our business is just not doing very well. It is the car business. We are also in the YouTube business. One day, and I say this every week, I know, I want to get out of the car business and into the YouTube business so I can do this all time, full time, so 7 o'clock at night, just giving. And we're going to give it all away. That's what we're going to do. Pamela Abston, you've done it again, Pamela. Congratulations. You have done your email, and I'm going to go Danny Kubica. She's a good winner here. Danny Kubica and Emily. Emily has won, and you know I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name of yours, Emily, because you know what can happen when that happens. All right, so all of you are going to receive a check for just participating in that romance that we call Wednesday, Saturday, and Comment. Now, we're going to start the process of the chowder. Now, a corn chowder, you would think, well, that's a summertime gig, Steve. Well, it is, but there's nothing like the fresh corn that you can get in summertime in making a corn chowder. Again, the effect we want to go for is when you're biting into that corn chowder and you bite into a kernel and it pops in your mouth. Now, I'm going to be a little eccentric here. It's like a zit, okay? But that zit is full of starch granules and the sweetest corn nectar exudes from that kernel. Now, why go through all that trouble? Let me tell you, when you taste this, compared to the regular corn chowder when that's been cut and released and yada, 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 there's no comparison. It's like you're dining at the French Laundry, and that's the difference between the two chowders, the seasonality of it and the preparation of it, and then wait till you see the wow effect that we produce too. We do jackpots here. This rooster actually over here has done very well. I was going to bring JB today. He looked at me, I looked at him, he said, Dad, am I going to work with you? I said, yes, you are. Stepped out of the confines of my new residence, and it was already about 95 degrees. I said, no, buddy, you're not going to come today. So, but he did talk to the rooster last week. As we know, 2 out of 3 jackpots went great. And we're going to do the first one here. Ooh, now those jackpots, by the way, the checks were a little late this week. As you know, we had July 4th on a Monday, and Tuesday some things came up here. So most of these didn't get mailed out until Wednesday. Yeah, I know, shame on me. So I'm going to go ahead and give away some mugs. I've got 5 mugs here with a JB and Moses lingo on that. I've got 5 mugs. I usually put a little something in there. I don't know. Sometimes there's a $20 bill, or maybe there's something more in there. But nonetheless, I'm going to put a little greenery in your mug. But here's the thing. I need to know something. The hottest month of the year, I'll take number 5, 10, 15, and 20. 5, 10, 15, and 20 on the comment section who gets the hottest month of the year, which was articulated flawlessly just moments ago when I told you that. All right, so we are getting this very hot. Woohoo! What have I done here so far? Well, we have done bacon, 2 strips of bacon. Now again, this is for the carnivores. Now, you don't have to put bacon in it if you're a vegetarian, obviously. We're gonna turn that burner down just a tad. What are we gonna start with? Well, we've got the bacon fat, and that is going to house and brown the potatoes and the scallions and the garlic that are going into the pot next. We're going to brown those up a little bit, get those acquainted. We're going to do some more jackpots, and you're also going to notice, oh, almost, gosh darn, as I said, the checks. I think I mailed out like 15 checks last week. Some of you probably got something in the mail today. It is going to be a little late. I apologize. Normally we get them out sooner, but again, the holiday and yada, 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 things happen. So what we have here is a browning process going with the scallion and the potato. We also have, if you notice, some names. What are these names? Well, loved ones, these are you. It's you. That's right. You, I have taken the liberty, if you have participated in this show and become what I call a member or a owner, this is your show. Remember, I've told you this so many times and you're thinking, yeah, right, whatever. No, I mean this. This is your show. Line 7's got my name on it in the YouTube application, but that's all it's got. The rest of it's all yours, okay? And I'm going to demonstrate how that's all going to unfold here shortly. Chicken broth, we're going to put some chicken broth together here. This is chicken broth that we've made yesterday by just reducing the thighs. Now, remember, when we do the chicken broth, there's 2 ways of doing the broth. You can brown it if you're making kind of like a potage Florentine, a spinach soup, or a tomato soup, a tomato soup. You can get away with a darker chicken stock. This, as you notice, was absolutely white. It's called a blonde stock. The cream of corn chowder is a blonde soup. You don't want it looking gray. You want it looking nice and stock white. And that's why we did not brown our chicken thighs to the point of no return. They are strictly going to be a nice simmered, very lightly browned chicken thigh. Okay, so we're gonna spin again. But the names. What's about the names, Steve? Well, here we go. Oh my God! Now we need to get JB back here, and I apologize. I should have done that. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 in the comment section. And I'm looking for that month of July. I'm going to take the 5th, the 10th, the 20th, and the 25th, and I'm going to send out a mug. It's a beautiful mug. You can get these at our new SteveHenryShow.com. It's the merchandise. We do sell hoodies. We sell mugs. Very seldom do I mention it, but these are available, very reasonably priced, I might add, at the new SteveHenryShow.com. Speaking of which, if you have not gone there to the new SteveHenryShow.com and at least put the AWeber thing in there, name, address, and so on and so forth, you're never going to get checked, and you're not going to ever be a potential ownership of this company or this whatever it is we do here, Melonhead. Bottom line is I need that information. So please, once more time, and I won't say it again, the new SteveHenryShow.com, you need to subscribe, you need to hit the bell, you need to do those things. We need to know who you are so I can send you out a check. Nothing pleases me more than showing up here, doing this cooking show, and sending out checks. I just love it. That's what God has given me to do. The stewardship of my life is to send you out checks, and I plan to do that until He calls me home. One more time on the jackpot. So the names. What are the names about? Okay. A cherry and 2 hearts. The names are you. And I have taken the liberty of putting about 70 of them up here. I want to someday plaster this whole studio with the names of everybody who is ownership of this station, channel, YouTube experience, whatever you want to call it, because I want everybody to know who you are. Now, eventually, I'm going to pull probably somebody's name and I'm going to write a check, or I'm going to do something kind of giddy at it. But I just want you to know that your name's up there. How do you get your name up there? Well, it's pretty interesting. All you got to do again is open up your Wednesday email. Oh, that's pretty cool. Make a comment, hey, can't wait for Saturday, boom, and open up your Saturday email. That probably will get your name on the board. Now, once you're on the board, you're, potential owner, and how about this? some checks are going to probably come your way in experience of, you know, the thing. Rex the corn. You know, I threw the corn out the door. I was getting a little hot on my hand, actually. Now, this is going to come to a boil. Once the stock, the chicken stock, the potato, and the green onion, and the garlic come to a boil, we're going to tighten it up with a little roux. Remember what roux is? Can somebody tell me what roux is? For $100, I'll take the person who can get that right, the third person who can get it right. I want it, the third person. What is roux? Now, roux is nothing more than, I'll show you a little peek there. Woohoo! Hello, roux. What is roux? It is a simple statement, but what is roux? The third person to get that in the comment section correctly will also get a check. How much? I don't know. I'm in a giddy mood, and you know, when I sit down on Monday, I might even be giddier. We had a pretty good week here. Let's keep going on the jackpots. I'm damn determined to get away. Jeez, because these jackpots, maybe. All right, get this damn rooster out of here. Get this damn rooster out of here. Just get him out of here. Get him out of here. He broke because I'm pissed. I want a jackpot. Get that rooster out of here. That rooster's gone. I think I just broke the rooster. Oh my God, I can't believe that. I'm trying, folks. I'm trying, loved one. Oh no, the rooster's dead. I'm going to probably get the animal rights. Oh, I'm going to get some phone calls on this one, too. I can see it now. Just hold off. That was an artificial rooster. Bought it Hobby Lobby on sale, I might even add, for 50% off. I think I got 75 on it. It was a farm thing that they were giving away. Yeah, poor roosters. Okay, so now it is time to do the roux. The roux, again, is equal parts of flour and butter. That's right. That's right. That's right. So you would put the roux in there at this juncture, and that is just going to tighten ever so lovely the chicken stock. And I know I'm getting some heat over that. I know the rooster's dead, but Rex, what have you done to Rex? Oh my God, I can hear it now. Yeah, I'm going to get all kinds of heat. I can tell. I can feel the heat on my back. I'll tell you what, loved ones. I will stay here till 8 o'clock tonight spinning to get a doggone jackpot because I did that, okay? I apologize. Now, you would think now we'd be lucky, right? Ah, I got one. Look at this. Okay. Now, that's no coincidence. The minute that bird flew out of here, all right, had a little help. The minute that bird exited our studio, we amazingly hit a jackpot. That jackpot, now look at the names on that jackpot. Does that mean something to you? Nicole, Lisa, that is Lisa, not Lessa, by the way. She corrected me. Thank you for doing that, Miss Lisa. And Minnie, one of you three are going to win that jackpot. I'm not going to spin for it. Yes, one of you three. Now, how do we know which three? Yeah, just kick that thing out of here, George. That damn thing, that rooster. Now, we're going to get, now, see, I was hoping we'd get this nice and tight here. So now, what we're doing here is just getting this consistency just beautifully. Now, again, can you imagine the flavors here? This is that roasted corn I told you about with the kernels. We're just going to dump that in there. That is, now again, that's a lot of work, taking the tweezers and removing or extracting each kernel of corn off that husk. Now, it is time to unveil the center portion of our display here today. Oh, this corn chowder is to die for. My God. This corn chowder, loved ones, when you put this to the lips, you're going to just, your people who you invite over because they watch the new Steve Henry show. I'm giving away 5 mugs. You got that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Who got that July answer? I'll go through the comment section and pull the winners out there and ship you out a nice mug. It's a great mug. It's a 20-ounce mug, and it's a great for summer or winter. Thank you, yes, in peace. R.I.P. Rex, man. Okay, so we're removing the mouse. Did you get the copy of the mouse? That is a radish that I've taken the liberty. Look at that hairy tail. I think that is the coolest thing. That's a real thing. That's what it looks like. When you pick up a little rat or a mouse, it looks just, and look at the little root hairs coming off that thing. That is cool. I mean, I'm still flabbergasted by how we came up with that. The Lord just puts that on my heart. And the radish. So we're going to take the lid off that, and we're going to now put the cream. We got to put a little cream, a little heavy cream. So what have we done here? Okay, I got to get back to the soup here. We're getting way ahead of ourselves here. So we have the bacon, we have the garlic, we have the green onion, we have the potato, we have the corn, we have the chicken stock, we have the roux, and it is all simmered down nicely. Thank you, Shanna Bodana Fee-Fi. She's a good girl. If you all know Shanna, her mom is Molly. She recently bought a car here at the Exodus Corporation. So we're going to add about, 4 ounces of heavy cream, maybe about 3 ounces, 4 ounces of heavy cream. It's going to basically bring this to a color that we want in perfection. It is a blonde soup, okay, a blonde chowder, if you will. So it's got a little hint of bacon. It has got a lovely scent of garlic, but most importantly, let that sit for a moment or two. Most importantly, this has the absolute flavor of that corn. And when you bite into that corn, loved ones, again, I'm going to reiterate, it's like a zit. It's going to pop, but it's going to pop this nectar of corn like you've never had. My mom, God rest her soul, she used to open up a can of corn, it's 1967 probably, open up a can of corn and pour the juice out. You remember that? That juice is the nectar of the corn, but the corn's been cut by probably a machine off the ear of corn, and there's nothing left but mealy, like plastic, if you will, flavored tasting corn kernel. And so all the juice, you just pour that down the drain and, say la vie and present us with the vegetable du jour. Well, we don't do it that way, a little different. So this soup, let me show you how we're going to dispose of this soup. This soup is going to go into it's going to go into the watermelon. Great guess. And by doing so, you are literally, and I know I'm kind of messy, this would be done a little bit differently, but at home if you're going to do it. But again, you've got the potato, you got the bacon, you got the corn, the green onion, and we'll put that lid back on there and let the mice fight over that missing piece of cheese. But that, loved ones, is your summertime part 1 ensemble here at the Steve Henry Show. We have the fresh fruit. April, do you have by chance handy? I want to top this off with that one little piece. I had to keep that in the freezer because of for obvious reasons. But you can see the steam permeating off that mouse. It's going to say, "Wow, I'll take the chowder instead of the cheese." Jackpot. Okay, jackpot. Now, it's quite possible we hit 3 jackpots. You know what that means, ladies? And by the way, this is an all-lady machine here. Thank you. If you would be so kind as to allow me. She can't fit. She can't fit. Here, if I step over here and fall and break my leg, this is live TV. Yes, can you bring that to me? Yes, thank you. That is an orange, and what that is that orange is stuffed marvelously with an orange sherbet or sorbet, if you will. And what do we do with that? Well, that sorbet is used, again, if you were dining at the French Laundry, as you would be here, you would take that little piece of sorbet and cleanse your palate with it. Yeah, that's what you do. You cleanse your palate. So every time you start fresh with your corn chowder, you get a brand new hit. Now again, you're saying, well, what is that really all about? Well, you know how you bite into something and the first bite's great, second bite's okay, third's okay, fourth, and it goes bland. It will never go bland when you sorbet, when you cleanse your palate. So you take a sip of soup, lovely. Maybe a little bite of fruit, a little sorbet, cleanse that palate and go back for soup. It's like you're trying it every time for the first time. It's an amazing concept, but that's what we do at the French Laundry. And again, I want to reiterate, the dragonflies are housing the beautiful compartment of the fresh vegetables, but that, nothing more, again, it's just your fresh, if you missed the early part of the show, zucchini, crookneck squash, some eggplant, and some onion. And what I did was just basically a little balsamic, a little vinegar, and some pesto, put that into a marinade formation, let it marinate overnight, and then it goes onto a grill like it would a steak. And those dragonflies, those are pretty cool. That's peas and the bell pepper. I think that's very, very cool. So again, look at that. If you were to present this to your loved one on an individual basis at the table, what would they say? Wow. They'd get in the car, we say this every week, they'd be driving home thinking, wow, did you? Yeah, that was amazing. And that's what we want. We want you to take away. What's the takeaway of the show? Hopefully some checks, hopefully. And come on, I'm trying for three for you guys. That was so close. Hopefully some checks and some great education on some food. Next week, another summer treat. We're going to stay with summer for another couple, probably series. But everything that we do is going to be summer. You saw the Kool-Aid. This is all summertime. And again, some of this is available during the wintertime, but there's nothing like the summer hand-picked this and that. All right, we have another spinner here. This spinner is basically going to be, if you participated in the show today, everybody wins here at the new Steve Henry Show. 5 mugs were given away, several checks, and this is the spinner. This one here is basically a $50 spin, but don't despair. $50. I'm going to pull out quite a few of these today. Remember, your name is on our board for a reason. You want to get your name on the board, and you don't see your name here. It's not that we don't love you. We love everybody here. It's that, I just at the last moment thought of this, and by putting it on the board now. So again, we've got probably about 7. There's Hatter House, GT Rivers, Tex, Molly, Heather, Dylan, Marcy, Rick77, Andrew, Lisa, Danny won today, Cat Meekins, hello Kitty Cat, Brad K, Sandra, oh that Brad K, Teeter Time, Mark C, Sue, my sister Sue up in Reno, Nevada, hello Sue, Michelle if you're watching, on our way to Michigan, God bless you, hang on to that road and that steering wheel tight girl, Shelby, Bam 67, everybody, I want everybody's name to be on this board. It's kind of like the contract with the show, your name is here, you're part owner. And so how do we become more? Well, you got to watch these videos, loved ones. It's all about views. Yeah, this YouTube thing, I don't like it either. But views and watching the commercials, telling your friends, sharing it, that's how it's going to grow. The more it grows, the more bigger it gets, the more checks or perhaps money that we can retain. And when we do, it's all going back to you. You know that drill. We talk about it every month, yada, yada, or every week, yada, yada, yada. And by the way, we have not taken a week off from the show since its inception. It is show number, I believe, 65, is it? 65, and that's a lot of weeks. That's 65 weeks in a row. We've done this show without any time off. Am I hinting at something? No, not really. I love doing it. That's how much I love doing this for you. This is not about me. It's not about, it's about you and what God sends to me through me, and you're the recipient of this. It's crazy. I can't tell you, but I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love you all, and I just want this to grow. And if I could write everybody a check, man, that would be great. Ethan, one last comment to you. I know we got to get to Tennessee, my brother. There's been so much going on. I was kind of waiting for your sister to see how that went. I saw an email today. I haven't read it, but we will get there. I'm hoping next week. We owe you a Jeep. He was the last winner of the 2012 Jeep, and we have not forgotten you. It's just been one of those things. All right, here we go. Melissa. And I can't really pronounce that last name. If you don't know me yet, you will. My names are not very good. It starts with an E, but Melissa E. Camera in the back. Oh, we have a camera in the back too. That's very good. David Swanson, you're a winner. These are $50 checks that I'm going to write. I know it's not much, loved ones, but it's something. Jenny Lynn is a winner of $50. 50 bucks. Hopefully, we'll put some gas in your tank or some groceries. I dropped, and I know somebody corrected me last week. You dropped one on the floor, Steve. Well, I see that one, and I'm going to get it. I know Rex the Rooster. Can you show Rex the Rooster? He's done. Bye, buddy. All right. Gabriel Torres is another $50 winner. And let me pardon my stretch here. I got to reach down here and pull out the one that dropped on the floor. I think it was Nicole who mentioned, Steve, you dropped one on the floor. Dolores B. Wow, Dolores B has won a few times here too. Dolores B, she's a lovely lady here locally. All right, those are the $50 winners. I'm going to spin the jackpot a couple more times because, again, there are 3 names here. I don't know who won or who's going to get the check. If I were smart enough and I'd do this 3 times, I'd do it. We're going to do it one more time here. Try to get... I tried for you guys, I really did. I'm going to get rid of the rooster. We'll probably have another type of a spin, but remember these names. That's very important, loved ones. Know this, I love you. I look forward to another summer treat next week. More giveaways, and again, you got to go to the new SteveHenryShow.com. You got to subscribe, you got to put your name in there and all that email stuff, because that's how I know who you are when you come to the show and you become a partner with us. Again, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here every Saturday at 4 o'clock. I'm here every Saturday at 4 o'clock. I expect you to be here every Saturday at 4 o'clock. Now, how's that for you? All right, I love you. I'll see you next week. God bless you. This corn.